The Invisible Ledger: How Ancient Igbo Traders Built a Billion-Dollar Empire on Trust Alone. Imagine a global trade network moving millions of dollars in goods every day, yet it has no banks, no written contracts, and no police force to enforce its deals. In modern business, we rely on heavy legal fees and ironclad paperwork, but for centuries, ancient Igbo traders built a commercial empire on a single, unbreakable principle: integrity as currency. In this system, your name was your brand, and a single breach of trust wasn't just a legal issue, it was a social death sentence. This is the story of how the Igbo turned human integrity into the most powerful financial infrastructure in West African history. The foundation, Omenala, and the sacred market, pre-colonial era. The bedrock of Igbo commerce was not the pursuit of profit alone, but Omenala, the unscripted moral and ethical laws established by ancestors. Trade was viewed as a communal activity governed by spiritual forces, where cheating or extortion were considered nso Allah, abominations that would bring spiritual wrath upon an entire lineage. To synchronize this moral economy, they developed a 4-day rotating market cycle: Eke, Orie, Afor, and Nkwo. This wasn't just a calendar, it was a rotational network designed for maximum capital circulation. Neighboring villages never held major markets on the same day, forcing people to constantly travel across borders to trade, share news, and settle disputes. The market square became a neutral equal ground where spirits and humans met, and where elders negotiated peace treaties under the protection of shared deities. The infrastructure: Isusu and Igbandu. How did they finance massive trade ventures without a central bank? They built the Isusu, a sophisticated community-based financial infrastructure of rotating savings and credit associations, Roscas. Trusted individuals, often from the same age grade or guild, would pool their resources to provide seed capital for members to purchase bulk produce like palm oil or textiles. When a deal required security between strangers from different communities, they used Igbandu, blood pacts. Representatives of different clans would meet at a common boundary, draw blood, and consume it with kola nut, creating a ritual brotherhood that guaranteed safe passage and honest dealing. To violate an Igbandu was to invite curses, infertility, or untimely death, ensuring that even in a region without a central king, a pan-Igbo commercial passport existed for members of elite networks. The most famous wealth-multiplying machine of this empire was the Igbo boy apprenticeship model. Established traders, Ogas, would return to their villages to identify young talent. These boys lived with the master for 5 to 15 years, not just learning how to haggle, but memorizing supplier contacts and internalizing the master's human network. The system operated on a verbal agreement with the boy's family, predicated on absolute devotion and honesty. At the end of the service, the master performed the Idu Ulo, settlement, a cash infusion or starter pack of goods to launch the apprentice's own business. This wasn't charity. It was a strategy for strategic expansion, as each settled apprentice became a new node in the master's trading diaspora. The turning point: survival and scaling. 1970 AD. A massive turning point occurred after the Nigerian Civil War, 1970. The Igbo middle class was pauperized when the government nullified their bank accounts, giving each person only £20, regardless of their previous wealth. To survive, the people leaned harder into their ancient invisible ledger. They used the Igba boy system to build back everything from scratch, creating massive hubs like Alaba International Market, where trust-based contracts replaced formal banking to birth industries like Nollywood. Business lessons for the modern world. What can modern entrepreneurs learn from this ancient system? Relationship marketing. Igbo trade didn't end at the sale. It turned casual buyers into lifetime community stakeholders. Social collateral. In a world of weak institutions, collateral of character is more resilient than physical assets. The sharing principle. The philosophy of Onye Agala Nawaniya, may one never leave their brother behind, ensures that wealth is only meaningful when it moves through the community to prevent exploitative monopolies. Conclusion. Ancient Igbo traders didn't just accumulate wealth. They engineered a culture where integrity was more profitable than dishonesty. They proved that a decentralized, high-trust network can outcompete any hyper-legalistic system. Today, whether in the electronic stalls of Alaba or the boardrooms of global tech firms, the Igbo blueprint endures as a testament to the power of human networks. Make sure to subscribe to the Market Intelligence channel. Drop your birth market day, Ike, Ori, Afor, or Enkwo in the comments below. If you enjoyed this journey into the business wisdom of ancient Africa, you're in the right place. Here on Ovenjan Bina Isket, Market Intelligence, we uncover the forgotten trade networks, business systems, market strategies, and entrepreneurial lessons that shaped our continent long before the modern world. If you're passionate about African history, market intelligence, commodity trade, and business storytelling, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss an episode. I'd also love to hear from you. What lesson from today's story stood out the most? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you're Igbo, tell us your traditional market day, Eke, Orie, Afor, or Nkwo. Let's celebrate our heritage together. For in-depth market research, business insights, and articles, visit www.ovenjanbinaisket.com. Until next time, remember this: great civilizations were built on trust. Great businesses are built the same way. I'm Ovenjan Bina Isket. Build, automate, analyze, succeed.